Hi Virgo, I'm going to do a love reading, not a love reading, I'm actually going to do a very in-depth reading for you. So let's get started. We've got the Lovers, this is all pre-shuffle, okay? We got the Lovers, the Four of Wands, the Lovers, Gemini energy. Obviously the Lovers is an indication of a very strong love. But the Lovers also, because we got it 3 times, it also is telling me there's a decision here, because it, you know, when it comes out 3 times, that's more than just a surface meaning, right? Four Wands, that's union, happiness, a divine connection. It's also the card of 1111, happiness, celebration, and we got the Empress. So the Empress is divine feminine, and also the Empress is very indicative of a need for self-love, nurturing. She is very, very much a queen, but she doesn't have to open her words. She just screams queen, right? It just exudes out of her. She doesn't have time to pay attention to, you know, petty games and nonsense. I'm feeling Pisces energy. This is also, could be Libra. All right, so those powerful from the pre-shuffle. These also came out. 8 of Cups, the Moon, and the 2 of Swords. So there's a strong element of walking away, but not walking away easily. Walking away from a lot of love, a lot of history, and it looks like somebody walked away, which put someone else or both of you into a very strong element of, you know, emotion, sadness. This also, with the 2 of Swords and her being blinded, I also think there's some truth here that's not revealed. That's really strongly going on with all the signs right now. And I do believe 2021 is the year of truths being exposed. But this also could be somebody walked away because they'd rather, or they think it's easier to walk away than to let someone else know the truth, or they'd rather leave somebody not knowing the truth of what happened than face it. So that's kind of a dark energy, but we do have a lot of really positive cards here, so I don't want you guys to feel like this is, you know, good things are coming. It's just a matter of getting you out of that mental energy of focusing on, you know, the stuff that's hard, okay? All right, let's get started. We're going to look at your energy, their energy, where we are, what needs to happen, get some advice, okay? So first we're going to pull, I'm going to do a little bit different of a spread. We're going to look at your challenge first, okay? So we have the 7 of Wands. So this is, you know, feeling defensive, holding your ground. That candle flickered. Okay, let's keep going. Okay. Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is somebody who rushes in. Swords are about, you know, a lot of mental clarity and truth, but the Knight of Swords is somebody that can come in fast and, you know, or maybe say some things that are a little off the cuff and not well thought through. There may be an element of somebody being too defensive to hear or deal with the truth. Let's look at obstacles. Blocked. Obstacles to overcome. Look at that. So strong energy of being blocked. Either you blocked them, they blocked you, but we're going to clarify that. Let's put these up here. Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck there. Advice from Tarot if you choose to take it. This is our conflict card. Gossip, bickering. Maybe that's what you're trying to get out of, or block any more damaging you know, energies that are damaging or gossip. Some strong reading here. Let's look at outcome. Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is somebody that has a lot of love, a lot of emotion. You know, we already got the Empress, so the Queen of Cups is somebody who's very, so together we have a lot of energy on love, a lot of strong emotion. But the Queen of Cups is somebody who can shut that love off. See how that cup of love is covered? It's got a lid on it. So we'll explore whether that is love shut off or love that is... I can't help but feel there's a strong need to tell you to really go within and do some deep breathing meditation. Focus on your heart and your breathing and the energy around your heart. Maybe there's a heart chakra issue where your heart chakra may be blocked because of what you've been through. Yeah, strong soul connection. Here we have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is somebody who's studious and willing to learn. It's a message, but it's maybe slow coming, but it's a message of stability. That may be what you are not believing or what you're wanting. We also have King of Cups. That indicates a strong soul connection when we have the King and Queen of Cups, right? I feel like somebody's blocked. Oh my gosh, I just had Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck. She'll probably come out again, but now we have King and Queen of Swords. There could be, the King and Queen of Swords sometimes indicate an unhappy union depending on the rest of the cards, but the King of Swords is someone who's, you know, very much about the truth. Both of them can cut people out, cut out things that don't serve them. This is heavy. Locking union. So see that? We've got, I might do an extended, you guys check down below, but this is soulmate, twin flame union. Again, we have it twice. That's crazy. Right? I mean, look. So if you are in a twin flame journey, I feel for you. Those are painful. But it's being blocked somehow. Maybe by somebody being tied to another relationship. Or, I don't know. But we have a lot of repeating cards. Again, an indication of twin flame energy mirroring. Tons of conflict. But a lot of love too. A strong connection. Maybe there's a control issue. Wow. Okay, look at that. The Lovers, again, twice we have the Lovers. Wow. Crazy. So a decision regarding conflict. Knight of Wands, that's fast passion. This is union. Could be third party with the Three of Cups, but it's, you know, usually it's celebration and action. That's in our outcome. So it looks like, thank goodness, things have, you know, it's really hard for me to do these readings when they're heavy like this, because it's another one, the Moon, because it's you know, I want you guys to have positive messages, but it's like somebody probably needs to hear this or I wouldn't be getting it, right? So the Moon card, that's sadness or emotion and fear. Could be secrets. That could be what's going on here. There could be an element of, you know, unknown or maybe not understanding why this is all happening. Temperance. This is, you know, balance and control. So, Virgo, it looks like there is a very strong, oh my gosh, wow, the Devil. Did I not just say the Devil? I thought with the Temperance card, I felt the Devil, which could be, you know, an unhealthy obsession or tie to someone. With the Temperance card, I also could be, you know, self-medicating or drinking. But here also it's with the Emperor, which is divine masculine. It could be somebody controlling, somebody trying to control, somebody, I feel like this chain needs to be broken. The desire to control the situation. But very strong twin flame energy here. How does Virgo's person feel towards Virgo? Forward motion, divine. It's meant to be. This is destiny. It's forward motion though. It's a very conflicting energy on both sides. Wow, that just showed up and I didn't take it. And there it is again, Aries energy. We also have Capricorn, Aries again. We have Cancer, Pisces, Gemini, Libra. We have everything. I'm just telling you the major arcana. Yeah, Cancer, Pisces, Gemini. So the Magician, this is making things happen over the Two of Swords. So somebody is, I believe, blocking the union. Look at that. In the outcome, we have Knight of Wands and Three of Cups. So that's very positive. And again, we have decision. A decision. What's the right decision for your future? Eight of Wands. Let's clarify this Queen of Cups. Wow. Unbelievable twin flame energy here. But there's a big baffling, you know, what to do vibe here. And the oracles, these oracles are amazing. I got really strong messages with them, so that's probably where our clarity is going to be. If I do a twin flame reading extended, I'll do a spread just on your person, a total spread just on them to see where they are. We'll also ask, is this a twin flame? Where are we in the journey? We ask everything and we usually get all the information. So we ask, where are we? What should we do? We look for shadow work. I use like 4 or 5 twin flame decks, so they come out really detailed. So look for that down below. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop with the tarot. So there she is again. Remember I said she's going to come out again. King and Queen of Swords. So there is a strong union here in happiness. Let's just see if we get a little more on advice. And then these are gonna tie everything together for us. But I feel like there's a strong twin flame. There's a strong connection on both sides. Both people see it. But maybe your counterpart, one of the individuals involved here is not there's so much heavy energy here. They're just not able to let it go there. And probably because of past pains and hurts, disappointments, maybe fear. But we want to focus more on you and what you can do. Justice, Libran energy again. I always feel like, should I even post this? It's like, do I even want to post this? When it's so sad and heavy. Let's look at your oracles, okay? Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. That's a very powerful message. So I feel like there's a strong need to let go of control and just trust that it's going to work out. But the more you focus on it and the more you are attached, look what else came out, attached to the outcome, it's almost like pushing against what's supposed to happen naturally, and trying to control the outcome ends up hurting you more than helping you. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available. Follow it with faith. That might be for your person. So eagle spirit. The eagle spirit, this is about believing in your wings and what you have. I feel like this difficulty of this situation has really taken a toll and carried over into other aspects where it's affecting your life in other areas. Maybe making you feel insecure or not valued. Also that I'm getting that you guys, somebody's feeling, forgetting their abilities and their worth, seeing things in a pessimistic light because of, it's natural for us to feel, try and question our value when someone else doesn't see it, and it's confusing, right? But it becomes a choice. You can choose to focus on that, or you can choose to focus on the areas where you know you are abundant, where you know you can succeed, and stop beating yourself up over what did you do wrong. Eagle spirit has your back. Let's read that. It's good to feel good. If you're walking awkwardly and feeling embarrassed, Eagle Spirit is here to tell you that it's only because right now you are meant to fly. Soar over the troubles that have you feeling scared and alone. See the big picture, yet retain your eagle eye for the details that help you claim your wisdom and courage. If you can shift your focus to this sadness reminding you of what you don't want. It's a way to say, okay, this is an experience, this is not what I want. It's contrast to what you really do want. Okay, and then we have the koi spirit, and I made a note. So I feel like there's some limiting beliefs going on here. Let me look at my notes. Very strong vibe here to stop focusing on what you did wrong and remember everything that you've done right. The koi, there's always enough, okay? So stop looking at, I feel like this is shaking you so much that you're looking at what did I do wrong, or being too hard on yourself. So the note I wrote down says, don't let what you see now dominate your thought of what you want. So turn those thoughts around to, this is what I don't want, and here's what I do want. I want the opposite. So if you're looking at this like, I want this person back, I want this person back, you don't want to manifest back into your life you want the same situation, because you don't. You want good, right? So you need to focus on what you want, whether it's with them or someone else, what makes you happy. Am I explaining that right? So don't let what you see right now dominate your thoughts. Overpower the thoughts of things that you do want. That's such a strong message. Even if at the moment it feels as if riches are not yours, they soon will be. Start to envision the plenty that Spirit wants you to experience. Knowing that the moment you begin to commit to conscious and deliberate co-creating, Spirit will joyfully start bringing you what you need. You have so much to offer and so much of value to express to the world. In your little pond, there is much you can create and much you can attract. Don't underestimate what you have or who you are. For koi fish Spirit wants you to know that you are exquisite, loved, and deeply cherished. Trust the outer conditions are changing to reflect that truth. Everything you're going through, there's a purpose behind it. There's a growth. And so we can fight it or we can embrace it. Are you feeling a sense of scarcity, afraid you will not have enough and not be enough to meet the challenges you face? Whatever your outer conditions are, they're temporary and reflecting what was set forth in the past. Spirit wants to remind you that your natural state is one of abundance. Right? So if you're focusing on lack of abundance and it doesn't feel right because it's not who you truly are, right? Remember all you have to offer so that you can generate your own opportunities, love, relationships, and more. Even if you feel you have little to give right now, find it within you to give to someone else. Even if it is just a few encouraging words, a smile, or a helping hand. Your action will remind you that you have more than it appears, more gifts, more strength, more wisdom and abundance. As you give to others, your own sense of prosperity grows and your outer conditions begin to shift. In an alchemical reaction, prosperity and love are yours to receive, experience, and enjoy. Believe it. And these I drew just as place markers. I drew these from another deck, but look what came through. When I'm grateful for what I have, I feel good along the way to what I desire. How beautiful is that and true is that? When I'm tuned in to the energy of abundance, I become abundant. Okay, and then here we had Lovers again. Look at this, spiritual union, strong twin flame. Again, check out the extendeds if you want. Watch the trailer and then decide. So here's what drew my attention. Shadow attributes, obsessive passion that harms others, that's self-destructive, a self-destructive devotion. So I feel like you could be so devoted on something that's not healthy that it's like a double whammy. It's working against you in more than one way. Okay, so we got to let that go and then focus on these things. All right. I want to get a little bit more just to see. Let me see. Here and now. This one came out to you. So your advice is to focus on what you want and why. So when you focus on what you want, if it's this person, make sure you focus on why you want it. You know, do you want it? Ask yourself, do I want it because it makes me feel good? Is it uplifting? I also got, this is in prosperity. What you're working on is golden and your efforts will leave a powerful legacy. Focus not on meeting a goal in the far-off future, but creating the dream now, releasing your desire for an outcome and owning that it already exists. You've got to visualize yourself in the situation you want rather than focusing on the hurt. Let your heart trust that you have everything you need right now, whether you have the relationship you desire or not. Tomorrow is beyond your reach. Yesterday cannot return. The now is all that is available to you. So stay present and aware in this moment. As you cherish and approve of your beautiful self, you are a magnet for love. So your message is, it looks like this is coming back around, but I think the strong message for you here is that the love, so you know, the love is there, the love is strong. But your message is to stop obsessing over it and letting it control your progress in self-development and self-growth. Sometimes we have to let go for it to come back. And focusing on you and your growth and your prosperity is, and letting go of the obsession of, I have to do something to make this happen. So there's kind of a power struggle within you that you absolutely, Virgo, can let go of and trust. Okay, I sure hope this was helpful. I want to get one more. Exchanging gifts and One moment. I have another deck I want to pull from because I feel like there's a positive message in here that we're missing. I sure hope this is helpful. Sometimes I just don't know whether to post these. Remember, we got justice. So you have to have faith. The situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. I just strongly feel like you need to let go and stop trying to control it, because it's working against you. Okay, you guys let me know in the comments below. Check out I'll put the extended links down below so you can check those out if you want. And let me know. I'm curious, and I love you guys. I will see you soon. Bye, Virgo.